Kanye West's life and career have been a whirlwind of innovation, controversy, and resilience. From a near-fatal car crash that ignited his creativity to the loss of his mother that shaped his identity, West navigated personal and professional challenges, and his most candid and critical comments, including antisemitic comments, led to a significant financial downfall. In this video, we'll explore his musical evolution, the defining moments that shaped his public image, and his influence in the world of music, fashion, and beyond. It all started in October 2002 when a close car accident nearly derailed Kanye West's music dreams. On his way home from an all-night recording session, West dozed off at the steering wheel and crashed into another vehicle. The impact broke his jaw in 3 places, which required an immediate operation, and he had to stay with his mouth wired shut for more than a month. Despite the seriousness of his injuries, West's steadfast resolve to success was still unwavering. Only 2 weeks after the accident, he overcame the obstacle by recording his debut single, Through the Wire, while his jaw was still wired shut. The song's distinctive, raspy delivery, compelled with his perseverance, resulted in a major hit, sampling Chaka Khan's song Through the Fire and selling over 1 million copies in the UK and the US. This success, along with a Grammy nomination, created a platform for his acclaimed debut album, The College Dropout, which came out in 2004 and grabbed him a Grammy for Best Rap Album. The car crash and West's indomitable determination amidst the adversity at the beginning of the story became the basis of his origin story. He has brought up the accident in his music during his whole career, most obviously in Yeezy in 2022, where he raps about his near-death experience. Although the physical scars were still there, West's capability to conquer this barrier and transform it into a way of expression positioned him among the legends in rap music. But his resistance goes beyond his songs. In 2005, during the live telethon, a concert for the hurricane relief for the victims of Hurricane Katrina, Kanye West made a now notorious outburst that changed his career and public image. The occasion, which was a reaction to the devastation in the Gulf Coast, particularly New Orleans, sought to raise funds for relief efforts. Co-hosting alongside comedian Mike Myers, West digressed from the script and verbally exploded at the government's sluggish reaction. He criticized the media's portrayal of the predominantly black communities affected, stating, "I hate the way they portray us in the media. You see a black family, it says they're looting. You see a white family, it says they're looking for food." The rapper criticized his initial action of not paying attention and promised to donate a substantial amount of money. These unscripted comments caused both shock, anger, and support among the public. The most memorable quote of his was, "George Bush doesn't care about black people," which led to the controversial debate about race, politics, and the role of celebrities as socially concerned individuals. The environment in which the event of the outburst had enormous importance. Katrina inflicted a large amount of damage on the Gulf Coast, mostly New Orleans, which mostly inhabited the black population. It was a natural disaster that left thousands of people with no access to the primary needs of humans like food, water, and shelter. The government's slow response, composed of President George W. Bush, was extremely criticized, as well as it appeared that the black community was the one that got hit the most by this disaster. The career of Kanye West changed dramatically after his controversial remarks on the subject of Hurricane Katrina. Others saw them as a necessary critique, but some thought them to be brash and filled with emotion. In any case, this episode strengthened West's reputation as a celebrity who is not afraid to voice his opinions about social issues. This was not the only time he did so. 2009 Grammy Awards notably involved tides in the careers of both Kanye West and Taylor Swift. It also ignited a lifetime rivalry between them. That night, Taylor Swift was awarded Best Female Video for her song Love Story. When Swift started her acceptance speech, he stormed the stage with a grabbed microphone and he declared that the video for Single Ladies, Put a Ring on It by Beyonce deserved the award. The listeners, including Swift herself, were shocked and appalled. The occurrence initiated a heated discussion about award shows, celebrity culture's effects on society, and West's behavior putting into question, wildly criticized as disrespectful. Swift was applauded for her grace and elegance. The debacle helped her career with the sales of her Fearless album increasing while her popularity went to new heights. In the years after the event, Swift and West kept on fighting in public, each one of them saying things about the other and releasing music that seemed to be about the other artist. The quarrel escalated to the heights of 2016 when West released his album The Life of Pablo, which included a song called Famous. The music video of this song was controversial as many people thought it was a reference to Swift. In response to this, Swift launched a public statement insisting that she didn't write the song and that West tried to intimidate her. Swift and West's feud has shaped their careers in a significant way as both artists use their music and public statements to express their thoughts and emotions about each other. Although the incident at the 2009 Grammy Awards was a milestone in the feud, it is only one instance in a large story spanning multiple years. The most important life-changing moment in Kanye West's life was the unexpected death of his mother, Donna West, in 2007 after she had several plastic surgery complications. Donna West was not only a mother to Kanye, but a friend, a confidant, and a manager too. Bringing him up as a single mother following the divorce of his parents when he was only 3, she nurtured his early passion for music. Her involvement in his life and career were tremendously significant, and he had a hard time moving on after she died. Her death was devastating for Kanye. He has not hesitated to confirm his grief in public, often blaming himself for her death. This remorse and responsibility have tormented him, and he has explicitly confessed to enduring the emotional effects of her demise. Despite the pain and sorrow, Kanye has used the memory of his mother as a motivation for his creativity and the drive to succeed. He has made many songs and albums in her tribute, from his hit single Hey Mama to his 2021 album Donda. These songs are proof of the everlasting effect of Donna West on Kanye West's life and career. Donna West's death has also prompted Kanye to change his public image and character. He is mostly recognized for his extravagant and sometimes controversial point of view, which others attribute to the emotional strain he has been through since her death. Faced with a shocking $53 million in debt in 2016, Kanye West was placed into an extremely difficult situation. However, that financial tragedy came even after his success in music and business deals, and the debt was mainly contributed by his substantial investments in his Yeezy fashion line. However, determined to overcome this obstacle, West still pursued his creative projects. The release of Life of Pablo, initially available only to the Tidal members, was commercially successful and led to an increase in West's net worth. Besides, his Yeezy line, even with high prices at the beginning, started to gain attention and make a lot of money. From the expensive high-end costs to a $510 sweatpants, we can see the rise of the Yeezy brand in terms of recognition and popularity that allowed West's fashion ventures to start paying in a grand way. By 2017, West's finances had dramatically improved in comparison to the previous year. Nevertheless, he kept releasing his music, with his albums like Yee taking the lead in the charts and his Yeezy line expanding to include new collections and collaborations, making him a fashion legend. This is a turnaround that pushed his net worth to an estimated $300 million. Yeezy sales topped $3 billion by 2020, mostly due to his success, reflecting his persistence and ability to bounce back from adversity. The journey of Kanye West from staggering debt to being a billionaire is evident of his evolving creativity and business acumen. Instead, he showed that his interest in music and fashion helped him overcome difficulties and eventually get to the top and achieve the highest degree of success. His engagement in the 2020 U.S. presidential election stands as absolutely unconventional and controversial. He used to be a supporter of the president, but by July 4th, 2020, he announced he ran for presidency under the birthday party. West's campaign was characterized by erratic behavior and comments. He made Michelle Tidball, an obscure preacher from Wyoming, as his running mate, expressing support for some of Trump's policies while oppressing others. His campaign forced on protecting America first with our great military and let's focus on ourselves first. However, West missed filing deadlines in most states, qualifying for the ballot in only 12. He spent nearly $7 million on the campaign, but received only about 70,000 votes, placing 4th or 5th in those states. Many saw West's campaign as a publicity stunt or attempt to siphon votes from Democratic nominee Joe Biden. His erratic statements, support for Trump, and opposition to abortion fueled this perception. Ultimately, West's bid had no impact on the election outcome. Biden won with an over 45,000 vote lead and a 306 to 232 lead in the Electoral College. West's 70,000 votes were just a speck in the overall votes of over 155 million voters. While West has shown an inclination to run again in 2024, and his 2020 presidential campaign was a shout of failure and a weird statement to enter the political arena. It highlighted the possibility of celebrities running for president while having no viable path to victory, either via campaigning for publicity or influencing elections. Another controversial moment was his time on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast in October of 2020. The talk lasted for 3 hours and covered a whole range of topics, including West's presidential campaign, religion, mental health, and the music industry. West described his communication style as a symphony of ideas rather than a rant, and expressed frustration with the music industry, calling it treacherous and criminal. He claimed his music was losing him money and that his net worth was $5 billion, with music being negative $4 million of that. Regarding his failed presidential campaign, West blamed a mild case of COVID for derailing his plans. He also discussed his efforts to regain his master recordings and mentioned considering buying Universal Music Group, valued at $33 billion. Fans' reactions were mixed, with some lauding his honesty and creativity while others critiquing his rambling and lack of focus. Controversy intensified due to Rogan's history with far-right guests and insensitive language. West also addressed abortion, viewing it as a significant societal issue, expressing personal emotions about family building with Kim Kardashian, and condemning abortion culture. In 2013, Kanye West made an antisemitic comment on The Breakfast Club, attributing President Obama's struggles in Washington, D.C. to the belief that Black people don't have the same connections as Jewish people. The Anti-Defamation League, ADL, swiftly condemned these remarks as classic anti-Semitism, urging West to take responsibility and apologize. His words reinforced the anti-Semitic theories about the Jews controlling everything for a long time, which were used to blame and oppress the Jews. This is the start of a pattern of worsening behavior, eventually leading to the termination by Adidas of the Yeezy partnership in October of 2022. After his anti-Semitic comments were labeled unacceptable, hateful, and dangerous, this resulted in a 75% decrease in his fortune, from approximately $2 billion to just $400 million on the Forbes list. Gap also took away Yeezy's products from its stores and closed down YeezyGap.com after West canceled the agreement earlier due to substantial non-compliance. Despite not being as financially influential as the Adidas deal, it still represented a huge revenue stream loss. The loss of these high-profile deals caused a domino effect. Talent agencies like CAA, WME, and UTA dropped West as a client. Film and television production companies such as MRC shelved completed projects involving West, and banks like JP Morgan Chase ended their business relationship with him. West's net worth dropping from billionaire to $400 million reveals the frightening result of his being an intolerant and aggressive person. Brands have stated that they will not let anti-Semitism and discrimination of any form happen to even an influential personality like West. Monetarily, this becomes a warning that the tolerance of the public for controversy has limits, regardless of the amount of fame one has achieved. Nevertheless, Kanye West still definitely goes on saying inappropriate and provocative things, keeping his outspoken and blunt aspects. It begs the question, when you hear the name Kanye West, what pops in your head? How would you rate his influence, not only through his songs, but also his deeds? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, make sure to click and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.